is going on, ladies and gents? My name is Eric.
I'm Alex.
I'm Jody.
I'm Gary.
And welcome to the very first Immature Hour podcast. And welcome to the first upload on Packed House.
It's the first released podcast.
Yeah.
We've recorded more than this one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who's number two? Who's track two?
That is him.
Hello.
You loud, dog.
I am loud.
It's because he's basically like sucking the
Yeah,
microphone's dick right
I
now.
like getting nice and close with it.
You can actually step it back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That fucking video, dude. That video. Have you seen this video?
No.
Oh, we have a treat for you.
We put a link of the video in the description
I
below.
don't think we should.
I think we should. You could be doing a podcast and sucking a dick at the same time.
And it's all downhill from here.
Jesus Christ. All right, so basically this podcast,
We did say it was Immature Hour, right?
Yeah.
Paps?
Is there
there
a
anymore?
Paps in the house?
Yes, but now is not the time to be asking. We started a podcast, Gary.
Well, I was gonna ask earlier, but everybody kept talking, and Ben was
Go
like,
and go and
I got you, dog.
go and give me one too. Jody, give me one too.
Gonna have a beer break, guys. Hang on. But just so you guys know, this podcast is primarily going to be gaming news based. We'll talk about important gaming topics going on in the, I guess, gaming community. I guess you could say.
Community.
There's not a whole lot of news going on this week. We got, I think the biggest news that came this week for gaming related stuff, we had N7 Day, so we got the whole Mass Effect series is backwards compatible on Xbox One, so woo. Huge fan of that. But not a whole lot going on other than that. So I think what we're all gonna do today, I think we're all just gonna go around the table here and talk about what games we're excited for and why, and I don't know, just kind of talk about that. So
Well,
who wants to go first?
Before we start that, let's go ahead and talk about the one thing that we actually talked about, possibly talking about. Mm-hmm. Anything with Nintendo. Remember whenever the Wii came out and the Wii
I remember when the Wii came out. I worked at GameStop.
Whenever there was like 10, like 3 copies at every GameStop and 10 at every
To
Walmart.
the point to where I got used to when
Just being
customers would
disappointed?
call and just when customers would call for it, I'd just be like, no, we don't have. Yeah, we ed like 2. Really? Okay, we have 2. They're like, I'm on my way. By the time they get there, they're gone.
You'd be like, sorry, we sold like 7 of them since you were
Yeah.
gone.
I'm having a hard time understanding Nintendo's idea of what supply and demand is. I work in a game store. Alex, you work in a game store.
I do.
I've
Gary
worked
and Jody,
at a GameStop.
y'all have worked. Jody, have you worked in a, you've never worked in a
never
game store.
worked in any
Okay,
game
but
store.
you know.
You're not
you
missing
know.
anything, Jody. I promise you.
But
Keep your innocence, please.
I've been getting phone calls all this week and last week, and they keep asking, like, hey, are you guys getting those Nintendo Classic systems in? And I'm like, I hope so, because we ordered a bunch of those. They're sending us 0. Now, I don't work at a GameStop, so as far as like game stores go, we're like bottom tier.
Yeah, you're about
But
to be
I-
bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, but I mean, even GameStops, you guys aren't getting a whole lot either.
No, see, if you haven't put it together, I work at GameStop part-time. By the way, fuck that company. I do not endorse GameStop as a business.
as a reliable place of business. And see, you're into it in the better part of the GameStop employment. Because when I was at GameStop, we didn't get checks. We got little freaking fake ass debit cards.
A lot of places still do that.
They still do that,
Like,
where you get charged whenever you use the card.
I've set my direct deposit so I can avoid that.
Yeah.
But anyway, besides the
I'm
point.
glad we've cemented the fact that we're never going to get sponsored by GameStop.
That's fine. I don't either.
That's cool.
What is GameStop gonna do? Allow us to save more on our games?
You guys can pre-order our your.
You can pre-order our next podcast by subscribing.
Pre-order now and get the latest skin.
You guys can pre-order your endorsement. If you buy Game Informer, it's like, but we have Game Informer. Ooh.
But anyways, let's get back on track.
Yeah. No, I actually don't know how many we got in stock. Those classic units, basically, my store manager, she went to the point of posting, no GameStop will be able to do pre-orders on something, which if you can't do pre-orders on something, you know it's limited stock. Like, we can't do pre-orders because the stock is going to be so limited, it's literally just going to be first come, first serve.
Yeah.
To the point where I've actually heard rumors that our store might only be getting like 3 or 4.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's a very low amount for such, like, I feel like Nintendo underestimates the North American consumer.
absolutely.
I mean,
there has to be. I feel like there's more. There has to be more. To it than
I think
that.
they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think they're intentionally giving all these stores such a low quantity
to build up hype or something.
to build up hype for it, or to make demand shoot
because
up.
if you think about it, it worked with the Wii. The less that they had, the more people wanted it.
I would agree with that, but if it weren't for the fact that, like, I mean, like, they keep doing this.
Yeah.
It's not like, what are they building hype to? It's not like, yeah, if it was just this thing, and they're like, yeah, we're trying to build up hype for the Switch, cool. But I mean, like, let's go back to Smash Brothers Wii U came out, right? And they're like, we're gonna make these adapters for everyone to use GameCube controllers. They went out so fast, and Nintendo was like,
I worked.
"Oh,
Yeah,
we didn't know they were going to
too.
be as popular." How the fuck did you not know that?
I worked the midnight release for that because that was Smash Brothers and Pokemon X and Y came out the same night. No, it was Ruby and Sapphire, the remakes.
Yeah.
Those games came out the same night, and I remember I was able to get one of the things because one of my coworkers, she actually pre-ordered the bundle with the adapter and the game, and she canceled her pre-order, so we still had an extra one in stock. So I got that pre-order. We had 10 of those pre-ordered, and that was it. And we had no extras. As a matter of fact, I think someone actually pre-ordered just one of them, and we actually didn't get one in to fulfill that pre-order.
Yeah, like we only ended up getting like 2 or 3, and then we never got any more until third-party developers started making their own.
And then Nintendo released
them because people want this shit, you know.
Yeah. But it's
Thank God for Mad Cats.
Yeah. But it's kind of like Apple though. It's kind of in the same boat because Apple does these things.
But I feel like the difference is that Apple actually does it more successfully because I think eventually Nintendo's already losing large market share from America because of stuff like that.
Yes.
And I think that it's going to be the downfall of their American
demographic.
very quickly.
But I mean, I still feel like in a way it's kind of the same thing. But which I agree, Apple does do it. I mean, they're an American company. They do it a lot better. But they know. Yeah.
Thank you.
But they know that. That regardless, people are still going to want it. They're going to be pissed off, but they're going to want it. They're like. And still get it when it's available. It's just really shitty.
It's just they do it for so much of their stuff. Like even the Switch that's coming out in March next year, and they already said they're going to be releasing less copies of the Switch
than the Wii U.
Than the Wii U.
They're actually I saw that, and they're actually underballing their market self for that.
Isn't it like $280 something or something like that for the Switch?
Oh,
it's like super cheap.
They haven't announced the price. I
saw a rumor of
they speculated price, but they haven't announced it fully. Like I think they said January is when they're fully going to announce price and other details, including like launch titles. But basically, like Eric was saying, is that they're basically trying to undershoot themselves. So Nintendo's a bunch of tools.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
We just lost our endorsement with
Yeah, I was
Nintendo.
about to say Nintendo's gonna listen to this like 2 years later, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell? You don't like the Switch?"
It's not like we're talking bad. It was just like we don't understand why they're not giving us
as
what we
consumers.
want.
We're upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo, fix your shit.
It's like they're not reading the community properly. Like
Caitlin's here.
So
maybe they are reading the community properly, and they're just like, hey, fuck them Americans.
Fuck
no,
you,
like the Wii U. The Wii U was marketed very poorly.
It
That's why
sold
it
very
didn't
terribly
sell.
too.
Which sucked because it was actually, in my opinion, a great system.
Oh yeah, I love my Wii U.
It's definitely
and
better.
all 5 games that were on it. But
Wait, there's 5 games?
Oh yeah, you forgot. Huh?
Do tell.
I thought there was only 4.
Oh no, it's
There was
because
only Smash
it's
2 of them are remastered, but you know.
I was going to say it's because the 5th one was Twilight Princess remake. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, like they didn't do well because they didn't market it well, and it's like I feel like they don't understand that it didn't sell well because it wasn't marketed well. So they're like, okay, so let's sell more, or let's sell less of the Switch when that comes out in March. But it's like you're marketing the Switch very well right now. You're appeasing the millennials who grew up with with your systems, and the generation before that who also had that system or grew up with NES. So it's like You should be making more of these.
Well, I will say, as for the Switch goes, I understand why they're lowballing how much they're gonna sell. They will probably push out a larger quantity of them than what they expect to sell, but they're underselling it so that way if it doesn't succeed, it won't be as big of a hit for them. And if they do better, then they'll exceed expectations, which would do really well for their stock share.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess like setting the bar low is like, I guess makes them feel better.
No, has this like supply issue only been with consoles?
Yeah, actually, because games like
Like Game Boys, because like I've never heard of anybody like go and try to get a new Game Boy and
it's basically been since the Wii.
Okay.
It started with the Wii. Like the Wii was the first console that this happened with. Then I remember pretty much every limited edition DS has been super limited edition, like incredibly limited.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
limited edition. So
There
it's
are,
understandable.
There are a few games that were relatively limited and hard to come by. Then the new 3DS, whenever the new 3DS XL, that was actually kind of hard to come by for a few weeks. Because I was actually working in Homa, doing some training over at the Starbucks over there. And that was when it just came out, and I got like $120 for gas mileage just to go. And I was like, I have 120 extra bucks. I really want to get one of the new 3DS XLs because Caitlin actually just broke her 3DS, her whole DS Lite. And so I was going to give her my Zelda 3DS, and I was going to buy a 3DS XL, the new one. And
My feet stink.
I couldn't find one. Like I had
Smell 'em.
like the Target in
Not before
Homa
you
was
get
the only location in like 120
somebody
miles
is.
that had one.
Oh,
And that
wow.
includes Best Buys, GameStops, Walmarts.
I was just because I was gonna say like maybe they do this whole supply thing with their consoles because they don't expect their consoles to sell well. Because, I mean, it's like we're kind of. I like what I'm getting at is like maybe their handhelds sell better over here than their consoles do.
Well, their handheld is their primary market because the DS, I think the DS,
The DS was the most sold
handheld.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why they're marketing the Switch as a more portable device because that's their biggest market share right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think after the Switch comes out, I think they'll have a better idea of who's buying their systems and how many of them want the systems. I really hope that they figure it out. But yeah, at the moment, like I'm just like Nintendo. I love you guys. I
think
To be
they're
honest-
I think they're
decisions.
trying to go in the direction of finally making consoles for the
People.
older generation.
Well, I was about to say, like, to be honest, like with just how, like, just the reception I've seen with the Switch is going to do significantly better than the Wii U. I can already see that.
Yeah.
I just really hope I can pre-order one. And like I don't go to GameStop after I get off work and they're like, oh sorry, we got off pre-orders at 10 o'clock in the morning today.
We cut off the pre-orders when? What time did you walk in? At 10?
Because like that happened with one of the Zelda, the Majora's Mask DS.
Yeah.
Like Alex texted me and was like, hey, if you want one, go get it now.
I
And I
remember
literally
that.
left work and drove to GameStop. And I drove to the one by your old Starbucks.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, like we don't have any. Like we can't pre-order one. Went to another GameStop and they told me the same thing. I went to like 3 or 4 different GameStops here in town and they all told me like, no, we sold out at like 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. Yeah, dude, like that Nintendo gets crazy with that shit because like that was the same concept with the, like, granted it was a limited edition or collector's edition, but the collector's edition of Majora's Mask remake for 3DS.
Yeah.
Like it was like super limited. I was very fortunate to be working at Starbucks, at my old Starbucks next to the GameStop.
Yeah.
Whenever my current store manager at GameStop texted me and was like,
I
"Hey,
remember that.
if you want this, you need to do it now." And I'm like, "I don't have time to go over there. I'm gonna walk over to the GameStop next door and see if I can get it." And I was able to get it. And then like not even like 10, 15 minutes later, it was unbuyable.
What was the other?
That was something else then.
The Fallout 4 was
No, the other.
Because there's at one point in time you got a text when we were together to go get something like they had it. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, that was my Witcher 3 collector's edition.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I ended up
they
buying
released
it too.
Yeah, they released it early.
Yeah.
Jan texted me and was like, "Hey, they pushed the game out like at like 5, So you can come pick it up
Yeah,
now.
because we were hanging out and you were like, "Oh shit, we gotta go! We gotta go right now!" And then he's like, "You need to buy this game too," and I was like, "Okay," which I was not.
And you loved it.
Yeah, I was like, I do not regret my decision.
Okay.
Actually,
Anyway,
Good game.
so
Yeah, it was a good game.
So we talked our ass off about ass.
Yeah, I couldn't contribute because I don't get really into game politics that much.
That's cool.
Like that.
I think game politics are super interesting. Better than normal politics, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
Moving on.
I agree.
I think it's I just think it's super interesting like topic to like see like the drama that goes down in the game industry.
Well, a lot of it I hate because it's almost always like really entitled like elitist gamers that
No,
bitch.
you're right about that.
And that's why I usually it's just toxic and I step away. A lot of gaming culture sort of I don't even want to really use the word culture. A lot of it is just really fucking toxic and I
think it's
stay
only
out of
because
it.
like the loudest people in the gaming culture or in the gaming subculture are the elitists. in that
yeah,
culture.
and it's really fucking
and
frustrating.
so because they're the ones that get heard, they're the ones that become the voice for that culture.
And it seems like people who actually really care and like aren't elitists, they just don't say shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like,
Exactly.
we're just gonna play the games. We're gonna.
It's
enjoy
like I'm
them.
gonna get it. Like, it's not like we're not gonna ever get it. We're just not gonna get it when we want it, when we feel entitled to have
And
it.
that's why the No Man's Sky Reddit fell apart. Fucking garbage.
Dumpster.
Yeah, it was cesspool.
Also known as r/dumpster trash.
Ooh, dumpster.
But
Feels bad, man.
let's I guess we'll
You hang out
move
with Daniel
on.
too much.
Yeah, dude, I hear that guy all like Shelby called me early and I can hear him in the back, dude. I can't even do like let's plays at home. Like if I wanted to, I
Because
can't.
he's just streaming
so
constantly.
fucking loud.
I can imagine. Feels good, man. Feels bad, man.
Feels
What's
bad,
wrong?
man. Feels bad, man.
You got sneeze?
Ah, dumpster. But I love him. That's my dude.
Okay, so
He's
should we
doing
go?
way more than I am right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's
So should we go ahead and go on our because we have nothing else to talk about? Let's talk about the games we are excited about.
yeah. Let's go first.
I don't remember what I know. I mean, I'm excited about Final Fantasy. I know that.
I'm actually really excited for Resident Evil 7.
Oh, Biohazard.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna start calling it Biohazard.
Biohazard.
I really think.
Way to be un-American!
I mean, that's its original name, man. I mean, and I'm gonna start calling Mario fucking Jumpman and Donkey
fucking
Kong's
Plumber Brothers.
Tokidoki, whatever.
I haven't followed Resident Evil as a series, but if I'm not mistaken, the enemies you're fighting in that game, it's a virus, right?
I think so. Like, I haven't been keeping up with
I don't-
a whole lot of it, but like,
No
I know they're going away from like,
zombies.
Yeah,
not
that's
really zombies. Like, they're going away from like the
Infection kind of thing.
no, like the past couple games have been like a third person like
Oh,
action game.
yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
going back to a horror game.
Yes.
And I'm really excited because it's gonna be VR capable.
yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Fuck
because
that.
it's
Dude,
a first person.
Perfect spooky
No,
boots.
no. No.
Dude, you're gonna pee yourself. You're gonna pee yourself.
No. I draw the line. Okay, I draw the line at fucking Resident Evil 7 because at first I was like, man, fuck this game. It looks fucking like it looks good, but with the Resident Evil title, I'm like, nah, man. With like the first couple videos they posted, but then like as they started posting more stuff, I'm like, dude. Okay, they posted a recent trailer of the main character sitting at the table with the family and them eating the body parts and stuff like that. That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna
crazy.
lie. That scared me. And VR, if I wouldn't have experienced VR recently, I would be like, yeah, dude, that's fucking cool.
Has
But-
everybody experienced it but me?
I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't.
dude,
Okay.
Jody, fucking do it.
Where'd you do that?
Sam has the
Okay.
PlayStation
Sam
VR.
had like a
Holy shit, dude. Okay, let me explain.
Tangent.
Let me explain this to you. No, it's not a tangent. I was not big on VR. I was like, VR sounds cool. It's whatever. It's a new thing. But I really wanted to try it. So I tried it. I will say this. I played a couple games on like this little fucking demo disc that I don't know if it came with it or you bought it.
it was a PSVR to clarify, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was like
It
the
probably came
London
with it.
heist and the shark attack and shit like that.
Yeah.
I played the Shark Attack one, which you don't really play it, you just kind of experience it. And I played the London Heist one. I played that for about 30 minutes. I forgot where I was. And I had to stop playing it, not only because I died, but because I was fucking sweating so much.
That London Heist one looks hella fun.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. I'll say this: there's a point in time where you're sitting in a bar. There's a table in front of you. On the table is a ashtray, a cigar, and a lighter. Mm-hmm. You can pick up the lighter and you can pick up the cigar and put it to your mouth. And I lit it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." But if you go, you will blow smoke out of your mouth.
What,
dude? People like this dude gets all up in your face and shit like that, and like yelling at you because you're being interrogated, and it's pretty fucking scary. It's not scary, but like I felt like this dude was gonna fuck me up.
Yeah.
It was.
That dude was gonna fuck you
Up. It was unbelievable. If you can try, do that. Do it, dude.
As
Just
a person,
fucking do it.
As
a person who has never done a VR before, when you put the headset on, to us, like, I'm looking at footage and it looks like a video game. Like, it doesn't look realistic, but when you put the VR on, like, it feels like that's real, like that's become real.
It still looks cartoony, but it's because it's so convincing.
It's so immersive.
But the way the way that it sets you up in the world, you feel it. Like it's really like I've never done anything so immersive like that before.
Yeah.
Ever. But it gets a little pixelated because you're like really like up on it. That's fucking
cool.
Crazy.
Shit. I will tell you, there's a YouTube group called Node, and they do this thing called mixed reality, where they record themselves playing on a green screen, and it gives you a little. They tell because even like they have like 4 or 5 like Vive headsets, and they tell you like the only way to know exactly what it's like is to actually experience it.
Yeah.
But they said their mixed reality videos are like the best thing you can come to without actually putting on a headset.
Yeah.
So it actually gives you a really good idea of what it's like. I say a really good idea. And it gives you a better idea.
It gets pretty like I'm sure you remember like Time Crisis and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you remember in the I don't know if y'all ever got to play it in the Aladdin's Castle in the arcade.
Yeah.
There was this cop game where you put your feet in the thing and you could move. The London Heist was essentially Time Crisis meets that game. There's a point in time where you're at a desk and you have to freaking like you're in a gunfight. And there's some drawers, and you can pull out the drawers, and the one drawer has a gun, the other drawers have ammunition, and one has a diamond. The one that has the diamond is locked. There's a balcony all around you, and there's a door in front of you on the other side of the desk. When people start coming out and shooting, I was like under the desk. I was under the desk, but I'm like reaching on top of the desk. I grabbed the gun, I grabbed ammunition, and I fucking loaded up. And I'm just like hiding and fucking blind firing. It was so fucking cool, dude.
No,
I'm gonna spend so much goddamn money. I don't know what I'm getting, but I'm gonna spend as much money as I possibly can to get something.
No,
I have to.
The PSVR, was it the headset actually comfortable? Because I've actually
yes.
I've read reviews that like that's the number one like complaint about it is that it's not.
It's not comfortable for long play.
Right.
No, because you and I have big fucking heads, and
thank you.
If you have a big head, I have a big head as well. Because Sam had to actually like pull the thing out like all the way for me to fit it on my head.
Jesus Christ!
And I could still see like some parts here.
Your mom must still be traumatized from that.
Every time I like scratch my head, she's like, "Oh!" The only reason it wasn't uncomfortable, it has this big fucking cord that comes right, and you like when you're turning around and stuff, you end up getting tangled in it and stepping on it, and it's like,
yeah. That's the one unfortunate thing about any VR at the moment is it's not wireless yet.
Yeah,
right,
so.
But I haven't tried any of the other headsets to say, but it was meh.
I will
Fair
say,
enough.
as far as design goes, the PSVR looks the nicest.
Yeah.
It is a pretty looking.
I don't know. I like the potato.
You like the potato?
I like
Which one's the potato?
The Vive. Everybody says it looks like a potato. But
I will say out of all of them, the Vive is my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
Just from like looking at them example wise.
Does Jacksepticeye have the Vive?
Yeah.
That explains it all.
Well, no, I wanted. He actually has all 3 of them.
No, you didn't get it.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I got it. He does have all 3 of them. And I've watched him do Let's Plays on all of them. Mm-hmm. But Jody and I have talked about the Vive for a long time, and
what do you have?
Like honestly, if I don't hear any news about the Vive 2.0 by the end of the month, I'm gonna get a Vive.
We have another member that has a lot to say. Meow. He's like,
We have a cat. that's
you guys are
chilling with
fucking
us right now.
nerds.
Where's your fucking lunch money, nerds? I didn't see you eating lunch today. Where's it at?
He's looking straight at you. I know you're not joking, you fucking nerd.
I can tell by the way you look, you got the most lunch money.
I can smell the virgin on you, boy.
Oh man. But back to the Resident Evil 7.
It looks fucking scary, dude.
The reason why I asked if it
I'm not
was
fucking
if it was an
playing that game.
infection, is I played I almost said the demo, the demo,
Damn.
The Diamo.
the demo, and there's a ghost that appears in that demo.
Really?
There's
Yeah,
never been, as far as I know, there's never been
Nothing supernatural.
a spiritual thing with those games.
Yeah.
Which it's like
It's always been some type of
Maybe it's like some kinda
variation
like
of the T virus.
Maybe it's like a Scooby-Doo caper.
Well, see, like from what and I don't want to keep up with it too much because I don't want to overhype it.
Same.
But from what I've heard is like they're supposed to go back to like regular zombies instead of the like I don't know if I know Gary's played Resident Evil like 4 and 5.
I
Played
played 5.
They're not
And 6.
really they're not really zombies. They're just like infected.
They're different
It's really
type
hard
of
to explain.
infection.
It's
they're
more like
they're-
infected with a parasite.
Right.
Yeah, that
And
make
it's not
people go
they're not
crazy.
zombies. They're just like crazy people.
yeah.
So I think they're actually supposed to go back to zombies.
Yeah, 6 was the only recent like modern Resident Evil that had zombies.
Right.
And
But it was also like actiony as hell.
Right.
yeah.
I played that one.
I like
And
it, but it sucks because I always end up liking the worst games out of all the franchises, and I really liked 6.
See, 6 was not my favorite, but I definitely didn't hate it.
Yeah, I like Jake. I really want them to make something with Jake. I don't want that to be the last time I see Jake and Sherry. Only, but then again, I guess I feel like Jake and Sherry reminds me a lot of me and Shelby. So yeah.
All right. So Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
Well, Resident Evil 7,
Resident
mine's
Evil 7 for
fun,
Jody.
like at least Final Fantasy 7 because I can't think of
Final Fantasy
anything
15.
else.
Which number
But
is
that's
it?
just, yeah, I was gonna say that just goes to show you the
Final Fantasy
the-
7 plus 8. Go
I
ahead.
need to-
There we go. I don't know. I can't think of what else is coming out. But definitely Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Is there a reason for that? Tell us-
15,
tell-
well, like
Yeah,
clarify,
yeah.
15 or 7?
15.
Oh,
'Cause they are doing the 7 remake.
Actually, you're
That
right.
is true.
So both, really, because more so.
How about just Final Fantasy?
Yeah, more so 7 because there's a lot of things with the I don't like how they're releasing the remake of 7, but really I don't care because I just really want to play it. And there's a lot of
We
things
just really want that remake.
I really want to, dude. Oh, you
Dude,
have
they
no
announced
idea.
the remake like 3 years ago.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
longer than that. It was when they announced the PS3 that they announced the remake.
Yeah, and
Or they showed off the remake, should I say.
there's so many things that happen
for the 7.
Yeah.
for Final Fantasy 7.
They didn't show off the remake for 7 until
PS4.
2 years ago.
There's
No,
a-
like
there's a
when the
PC
PS3
version.
came out, there was a video showing off, like, they never said they were going to do it, but they showed a video of Final Fantasy 7 in, like, PS3 graphics.
Because remember they were like borderline like we may do it. At first they were like yeah we're gonna do it, and then they were like no we can't do it we're not. And then somebody went and made the remake on PC or using the Unreal Engine, and then that stopped. They made that person stop because that person was gonna make the game using the Unreal Engine, and they made them stop. And then
Sounds
there
right.
was nothing about it anymore other than that they weren't
Dude, the
gonna
Japanese
make
are
it.
very protective of their intelligent rights.
And then out of nowhere, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna make it. Whatever,
Why
fuck it." But there's so many things in the. Have you ever played it? Have you ever played 7?
No, I'm not much of a Final Fantasy guy.
No. Okay. There's a lot of things in Final Fantasy that, like Final Fantasy 7, that if they were to, well, I mean, obviously they're going to make it, but when they make it, it's going to be fucking
Huge.
crazy to see in 3D instead of like pixelated triangle boobies. You know, kinda like that's what I'm most excited about because there's a lot of scenes
love
and a lot of
Madonna graphics.
things, huh?
I said I love Madonna graphics.
There's a lot of scenes and a lot of things that happen in the game that are gonna. It's just gonna feel brand new to a lot of people, a lot of fans, and that's what I'm most excited about. And and the battle system, the new revamped battle system.
That's like
That's what I'm excited about.
It's gonna make
for
it
15.
Oh
Like
my god!
that's what like why I want to play 15. I want to experience that new battle.
Did you
system.
play?
I wanna
Did you
caress
play the
it.
demo?
No, I did not. But
I
I watched my roommate play it for quite a while.
I have it. I played the demo. Actually, it's on the Achievements channel.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so when I streamed the Final Fantasy 15 demo on the Achievements channel.
It broke it up into 6 parts.
Yes, but the entire time there was one person in the stream talking to me and interacting with me. And I was so fucking excited, and like there was one person talking to me.
Was it
Come
Shelby?
to find out, it was Shelby on the couch talking to me on her phone.
What a bitch!
She just recently told me that she said that she
What
was.
a... I mean...
No, because I said it already. I was like, you fucking bitch.
I was gonna say, that's really sweet of her. But
What
a bitch!
I know, because like we were talking like I think I was watching like a gameplay video of it or something about so I had brought it up, and she was like, I'm like, what? I was like, you don't like it? And she's like, no. She's like, okay, there's something I really have to tell you. She's like, I've been so scared to tell you. She was scared to tell me because of how y'all reacted whenever y'all were streaming something.
Oh, when we were doing Payday.
Yeah, and she was like, shit, they were pissed. She was like, I'm scared to tell Gary that was me. Because, like, in her head, she was showing support. Like, she was, like, trying to, pretend to be a streamer because everybody was getting discouraged and nobody was watching. And everybody's reaction kind of made, she was like, oh, shit, I fucked up. So she told me that was her. And when I thought about it, it makes sense because she was on her phone the entire time, laying on the couch, but with her back facing me. And I thought she was mad that I was ignoring her. And she was like, yeah, that was me watching it on the Twitch, the Twitch app and talking to you. And I was like, you're fucking bitch. But then when I really thought about it, I was like, man, my ex would not have done that.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like, none of my girlfriends, nobody would have ever fucking done that. And I was like, that was actually pretty nice, but I hate you.
Man.
I gotta say, personally, I am most excited about Breath of the Wild.
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
You know that new Zelda is gonna be fucking
Hella bomb.
amazing.
Dude, my pants are getting tighter thinking about it.
Like, and the thing is,
My pants are getting tighter thinking about your pants.
all the things that the new Zelda is doing, they're not exactly like innovative in general, but they're innovative for the series as a whole.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like you play the series not for the innovation of it, but for just the series. Like you play for the lore, you play for the feel, the style.
It's one of those things where you're like, oh shit, there's more.
Yeah.
Like you eat all the candy, and then there's like somebody. Then your mom
Tons of
walks in and
little-
is like,
little goodies.
Oh hey, by the way, I bought some more candy. You're like, oh my god.
Or better yet, you eat all the chips out of your bag, and then like you do the little thing where you open the bag to see if there's more, and there's like a whole handful left.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely get behind the hype train on Breath of the Wild.
Like,
Well, you have to pick a different game, Alex.
I will.
there's so much little, There's so many little nuances to that game, and so many little details in it that I've noticed. Like
could
one of my
change his hair.
favorite videos that they've showed off of that game. So Link's got like this parachute type thing, right? Mm-hmm. And he's gliding around. He like hops off a mountain. He's gliding around, right? In the air, he pulls out his bow and he's got like a fire arrow equipped. He shoots the arrow at some grass, right? Grass catches on fire. The heat current from the grass lets him elevate himself with the parachute and go higher.
Really?
And I'm just like, that is the coolest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. And then it's such like a little detail, but just stuff like that, like that someone like sat at a table and was like, I want this in my game. Like, thank you.
No, it's like
Like, I was
Sorry,
just thinking
that
about
was
this.
really
I just started thinking about this whenever you brought up Breath of the Wild. The reason I'm not up with anything is because I overhyped myself for Phantom Pain. and when I got it, I was super let down.
You're not alone, buddy.
And like
We were both.
that's why I don't keep up with anything anymore. I just wait for the game to come out. And I'm like,
No,
okay.
it's smart. I do the same thing.
I didn't have that problem with Phantom Pain.
I don't.
Like I expected a lot from.
Well,
Phantom
the
Pain.
thing
we
is,
both
I
did.
didn't expect anything of it because I never played Metal Gear before.
Really?
That was Metal Gear 5.
You were
was
probably
the first-
confused as fuck.
No, well, yes, but never mind.
You're like, who is this? Well, to be fair, we all were saying, who is it?
I'll backtrack. The first time I ever tried to play a Metal Gear was Metal Gear 4, right? You know, they got those weird commercials at the beginning of Metal Gear. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I immediately, I was like, okay, I need to go back and not play this one. But anyways, I played 5 first, and I picked it up because I was like, okay, cool, open world stealth game. I'll give it a shot. I liked that game so much that I was like, okay, let me go back and play Metal Gear Solid. I finally got to play
like,
Metal Gear
PS1?
Solid for PS1 earlier this year. My God, that game is so way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Psycho Mantis fight
Every
blew
time
my goddamn mind.
every time we talk about Metal Gear, I always say Metal Gear Solid 1 was years ahead of its
Yeah,
time.
yes.
it
Like
really,
Kojima is a
was.
fucking genius, and Alex is just like, here we go.
Yep,
Here we fucking go.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like, if anyone were to ask me this year what my favorite game of the year was, I'm going to tell them Metal Gear Solid 1. Because I was like, holy shit, like, how did I not play this for so many years?
Nobody feels my pain with Metal Gear Solid.
Your Phantom Pain.
The Phantom Pain.
Yeah, nobody feels my pain that I could not beat the game because my second disc was scratched.
Oh,
And I could not. I didn't have the.
How long did that butt hurt to singe?
Oh, it's still singeing right now. But the thing is that I didn't have the box either.
yes.
So you immediately know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I actually know what you're talking about too. 'Cause
yeah.
I didn't have the box,
references.
so I couldn't fucking. I had to
Manually type in each number?
No, I had
like,
to
go
Google it. I had to Google like the box. I was just like Metal Gear Solid 2 box art, and it was a picture of the box, like the case, front, the back, and open. And I was like, oh, picture of the back. Click the back, and I was like, yes.
See, I didn't even figure that out. Like, I was sat there and I looked literally in the game on the back of every box in the game. That like every area I could get to, I looked at every side of every box I could look at. Couldn't find a code. I was just like,
What the hell?
okay.
Dude.
Fucking looked up a walkthrough and they were like, oh, it's on the back of the game case. I was like, oh, sweet. Went and grabbed the game case, then I rent it and was just like, oh, wait. And then like I had to go back online and look up a different walkthrough, and the dude was like, it's on the back of the game case. If you don't have the case, this is the code. And I was just like, oh, okay.
I had two, the disc 1 and disc 2 in like a plastic sleeve that had a, like, you know how you get the binders. It was one of those like ripped out, and it had like side 1, side 2, and I had to both discs because I think I got it from a friend in school, and I
got that bootleg version?
No, I borrowed it, but then I didn't. I stopped going to that school.
I didn't even like Metal Gear Solid wasn't the actual like first time I experienced the Metal Gear Solid game. I actually started playing with Twin Snakes.
Really?
Yeah, and like really loved it, and like because I played them all out of order. I played like 2, and then like 3, and
To
then
be
Twin
fair,
Snakes came out.
If you played them out
Twin-
in order, it's all out of order.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
But yeah, it used to scare before the game came out. I remember playing it for the very first time on demo disc for PS1, and I couldn't play it because whenever you would get caught and it does a boom, it used to scare the shit out. Like I would be like, "Ugh,"
You just
and
panic,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. And I stopped playing it, so I watched my brother play it.
first time I ever played Metal Gear Solid was I played Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was a demo that came with Zone of the Enders 1.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
I remember because I remember like all my friends talked about it, and I got it, and I was just like, man, this game's actually really cool. And like the demo was so big, my Game Shark had codes on it, so I had like all kinds of guns you couldn't get, and I was just like, I played the demo for hours. Like the
Dude.
demo was like 15 minutes long, and I played it for hours.
Zone of the
I
Enders.
remember
Yes.
the only demo I ever played for hours was the Batman Arkham Asylum demo, like the first one. Yeah, like I was so hyped for that game.
Oh
I
my
played it
God.
so many times.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about demos, I played a shit ton of. I played It was Legacy of Kain 2 Soul Reaver.
Oh,
I played that
I
demo
never
so
played that game.
much.
It's real good.
I never played the real game. I just played the demo like 10 million times.
Mine was Brave Fencer Musashi. I only got to play the actual game during the emulator.
Like
This is the most ADD podcast ever.
the two demos.
I mean, have you not watched the
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth podcast?
the two demos I played the most were the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo and the
love
Devil
your
May
Rooster
Cry
Teeth.
demo. Like, one of my friends had a Devil May Cry demo, and we would play the shit out of it. We would just, like, we would play it and just, like...
Beat it and then give it to the next
Yeah,
person.
and just see who could get, like, the highest score. And, yeah. I mean, that was the two demos I played the most.
Demo discs were the shit.
Demo
I
discs
actually,
were the
like,
shit, yeah.
remember when you would go, like...
Jersey Devil.
I remember, like,
I had a
going to, like,
Pizza Hut one.
bookstores.
You know what I'm talking about, Gary.
Oh shit, dude!
Yeah, that Pizza Hut one.
Oh man.
Go on, Jody.
Sorry, Jody.
We had a moment.
But I remember going to, like, Walmart and getting, like, the game magazines that
And it had the
came
demo
with
discs.
the demo discs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just, like, I didn't even know it was
man.
on it, but I was like, oh, we're going to see what's on this. And, like, you would find, like, one good demo and play it for a few hours. And,
Fucking
like,
Cool Borders for like 3 years. Oh shit, dude!
that's actually the first time I experienced Tony Hawk. Was,
Yeah,
it was,
Tony Hawk.
It was Tony Hawk Pro Skaters 1 was on a demo disc. I don't remember what magazine it was.
My very first fucking demo disc had Cool Borders, Armored Core,
Yes.
Metal Gear, Jersey Devil. Oh shit! And what was the name of that game? It's like Demon Hunter. No, what was? Oh shit! You played as like a monster hunter kind of. Oh shit! What was the name?
Oh, it was Pac-Man.
No. Goblin balls until you die. What was the name of that goddamn game? It was like Demon Hunter, no, or fucking Monster Hunter or some shit like that. And it was pretty fucking scary. We can move on. I'm gonna Google it. But like everybody's, y'all gonna be talking about something else. I'll be like, booty licking. That's the name of the game.
Eating ass. All right, well, I guess I'll talk about the game that I'm excited about then.
Equalite and die.
You get Equalite and die. I'm actually really excited about Watch Dogs 2.
Oh.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
that come out,
dude.
like tomorrow.
No, next week. It's on the
Soon.
17th or 18th or something like that.
Sometime.
I actually
sometime.
saw the co-op they're doing with it, and I'm kind of excited about
The
it.
co-op's gonna be really cool.
It's what the co-op in Watch Dogs 1 should have been.
Exactly, it was what it was supposed to be, really.
I think me and you were like one of the few people that played Watch Dogs, and we're like, yeah, this is a good game.
I liked Watch Dogs.
We didn't
a lot.
listen to the hype.
Nightmare Creatures.
Thanks, Gary.
Booty licking.
I told you I was gonna do it.
Yeah. You played.
Jody.
I'm pointing at Jody. Jody played Watch Dogs as well.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
was kind of like,
I liked it.
You liked it?
I expected
Yeah.
too much from it.
I
It
did
wasn't
too.
like I was overhyped about it. I expected too much from it.
I bought it blind.
I
knew it was
I
like, I
wish
knew
I
it was,
would've done
I
that.
knew it was a GTA style game. You could hack shit, and that was good enough for me. And I didn't
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
anything else.
And see, that's one thing that I've learned to start doing is like I intentionally I see a game, this initial idea interests me a lot. I'm gonna avoid everything about it until it comes out. Another
Maybe I
great
should start doing that.
a great example of that is
Except for Pokemon, I will not.
well, I mean, but it's
I will
Pokemon.
not.
You
I will not like keep up with.
You can't
Pokemon.
spoil Pokemon though.
No.
Like a lot of people are like, I'm avoiding all Pokemon. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna fucking. This has been my life since 2000.
Yeah, especially, like-
since 1998.
That's
Especially
like,
with Hanson Doug Trio.
Yeah, dude. Like Pokemon has been my life. Like it's not so much my life to where I'm like, I need to train these bitches. Like Pokemon in general, like gave me
some Pokemons into my veins.
into my vein. Well, I mean, I need to tattoo this Pokemon on my skin. So
Which you
yeah,
already did.
yeah,
Yeah, you
no,
did.
that's what I'm saying. But like, and I haven't gone that far as like I need to like fucking know how to train and hatch eggs and shit like that. Man, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
Pokemon
all
gave
like,
me
all like the IVs and shit like that.
no, dude. Fuck. Like, if you do that, that's cool. Because it's a part of the game. You're supposed to do that. But don't be like,
That's the only way to play the game.
But,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You're not gonna take us to the point of like knowing the the algorithms for like the possibilities of which Pokemon know which moves and what
No, dude.
abilities they could
That
possibly
takes-
have. Because like I've
that takes
watched,
the fun out of it. If
I've
you
actually-
do that, that is totally cool. if that makes you happy, whatever, fuck it. But I'm not doing that. Like I legitimately like the look of Pokemon, the shit they can do, and the whole I just like Pokemon. Pokemon actually was like the first thing to give me a fucking purpose.
Like I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, but like I have a friend who like talked to me about like all the IVs and stuff and like and I'm like, the moment you start making a game about numbers and breeding and shit, it's like, where's the love? Like,
yeah,
where's the love of the game?
You can't enjoy it. Then.
I will tell you that like I've watched Game Grumps play Pokemon, and Aaron talks about like competitive Pokemon playing, and it actually sounds really fucking interesting.
It just it's confusing to me.
They know like the people who are into competitive like Pokemon battling, they know like this person throws out this Pokemon, and they see the Pokemon, they know like the possibilities of what moves and like what abilities it has, and the best like
countermeasure to it,
and like it's almost like a game
It's
of
like a
chess.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're each player is like fucking multiple moves ahead of each other, and like it's like the way he talks about it, it's like it's really interesting. But fuck that shit.
Yeah, dude, that's way too much like homework and math for me.
Yeah, no,
like I'm playing
absolutely
Pokemon to make some tiny little cartoon monsters to kill each other. That's it.
And maybe make them fuck every now and then, but
and then you get a whole new type of game in.
But dude, like Pokemon.
Then you got Pokemon.
Like Sun and Moon had me so.
I thought you said Sunday Moon.
Sunday Moon has me so freaking hyped.
It's because you feel in some kind of way.
Dude, I have not felt this way about a Pokemon game since the very first fucking Pokemon.
That's very nice. Can I continue talking about Watch Dogs 2 now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, actually, yeah, I wanted to comment on that. I actually bought Watch Dogs 2 mostly.
That's impressive.
Mostly out of this.
That game didn't even come out yet.
I knew what you meant, Gary.
Thank you. Fucking thank you.
I knew what you meant.
It's like me with my freaking typos on.
Dude,
on
what?
But you were usually the only one to call me out of the typos.
Because it's aggravating.
It's aggravating for me too.
Maybe you should fucking proofread what you're typing then.
Well, by the time I'm like, oh shit, and then I send it. I'm usually at work doing something. I'm trying to hurry up and reply so that I can go back to work.
You swear you're like slapping your dickhead on the keyboard.
You don't know what I do. You don't know my life.
You're just like pack, close enough.
Here, let me respond. Autocorrect will take the rest.
Oh, I'm so glad we did this.
I bought what I was trying to say is I bought the first Watch Dogs mostly out of aesthetic. I thought it was really cool, the idea, and I bought it. And I liked it, but some of the stuff I thought it was gonna do, they didn't do. All right, there you go. Bye.
Okay, thank you. I'm really excited about the new Watch Dogs. It seems like they really enhanced the co-op, which Jody touched on.
Fucking crazy.
The co-op's gonna be really cool. I like that it's gonna be like
how many players is the co-op? It looks like 2.
It might be because it seems like they're doing really similar to how they did with Assassin's Creed Unity, where like
Never played.
it's good.
We played it without you.
I know.
That's your fault.
No, it's not because I bought it.
You should have bought it.
I did buy it, and I waited for y'all.
When we had it.
Assassin's Creed's dead to me. Anyways, go on.
Same.
It seems like it's gonna be kind of similar to the Assassin's Creed Unity multiplayer, which I think is gonna be okay because I think the multiplayer in that game was actually pretty good for what it was.
If they make it better. Like
Yes,
if they
obviously.
improve on it. Because like the Unity multiplayer was definitely a good idea, but it was just like Unity was one of those few games that came out that like felt kind of rushed, and like they were just like, here's a fucking Assassin's Creed game.
Well,
You wanted
that's
it co-op,
because-
here you go.
That's
Yeah,
because it's the fucking
Go
Call
fuck
of Duty
yourself.
of action-adventure games.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, but that's the game specifically. They've been
Yeah.
working on Watch Dogs 2 for a while. So I imagine that Watch Dogs 2 will be a lot more polished.
Right.
But even if the multiplayer is somewhat similar to Assassin's Creed, I think the multiplayer is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And even that's just like, it seems like they opened up the abilities to like do like all the hacking and shit. And it just seems like it's going to be a really fun experience. I like that they're adding more customization to it. Because in the original one, you didn't have much customization to your character. But in this one, you can actually like get new clothes and like kind of create your own style and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I just think it's gonna be a lot cooler, like of a style. And the new protagonist seems like pretty cool.
Isn't he black?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he uses, and he uses
For
a
those of you who
yo-yo.
can't see Gary through the audio, he is black.
Isn't he using a yo-yo
They can hear it in
as,
his voice.
as a weapon?
You can actually
You are not 100% lying. Oh, god damn it.
you get all your like a lot of the guns and stuff are 3D printed.
That's actually really
Yeah,
awesome.
I saw that
Yeah.
yesterday.
I've watched a couple of YouTubers play like the early alpha or whatever, and it actually looks really fun. I'm not gonna get into it like I did Watch Dogs 1 because like Watch Dogs 1 I just expected, and it wasn't really like I read a bunch of information which was like, oh, this is what this is gonna be like. I made a bunch of assumptions about the game,
I did
and
that too.
when I played it I was just like, oh, this is nothing like anything I ever thought.
Yeah.
I do that a
So-
lot with a lot of games.
So it's not like I didn't like the game. I expected a lot of it, and it wasn't like, oh my god, I gotta play Watch Dogs again. Yeah, like I'm probably never gonna play that game.
It's one of those games where you finish it, you're like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm probably not gonna play it again, and then it shows up in the Steam sale for like $5. And you're like,
I wouldn't
Watch
even-
Dogs.
I wouldn't even buy it then.
I'd buy it.
honestly.
I'd
'Cause
buy it again.
I still have it for PS4.
Not even. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like Steam's
You already got
like
it.
winter sale, and it's like $5. I'm like, oh shit, I got $5. There you go, buy.
But
I do that shit all the time.
I
Fuck you,
think
Steam.
that wraps it up for today, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's. We want to hear what you guys think about all this. Like, what are some of your games that you're looking forward to in the coming months and even year from now?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Also, like, weigh
Yes,
in
go
on
ahead
the-
and speak up.
What?
Hold on, I'm trying to listen.
Oh, okay.
I can't hear you.
This isn't Dora the Explorer.
Oh, we like that game too.
Which is your favorite game?
We should do that. We should do that in the fucking video. And like, what's your diss trace?
We're like, what's your favorite game? And then we wait a second, like,
I like you. Oh man, we should do that.
Oh man,
oh fuck.
that's great. But yeah, thanks for. I was gonna say thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to this first podcast.
Unless you're
And,
in the windows and you're like,
Tomorrow, today's for you guys. It's Monday, so tomorrow expect a Why the Hype video from myself and our good friend Ben. We're gonna talk about Final Fantasy 15 and why we are hyped for that. So tune into that, and we hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm Eric.
I'm some white guy named Alex.
I'm another white guy named Jody.
and I'm not. Love you.
Later, guys. Peace.
Okie dokie, bye bye.